It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Ready, ready! 50, plant!
Watch the run! Take it back!
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Leo! Hey!
Now Marino on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Three down.
Drop, rock it.
49, check 49.
Get it.
To throw is Marino. Being chased out left. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 soft.
Oh, you got deep?
Left.
He can't. Alpha.
He's not gonna get me?
Pilot. 64. Weak. Snap.
They'll run on first down. It's Campbell. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 41. Target.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Hodges. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Hatchet. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Big grip.
After the interception, here's Marino. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Marino. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins.
Hey, Sam off.
On third down, Brown. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, it's Campbell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Charlie.
15.
Now it's Hodges. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? 18 games.
This is Brown. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Marino. This is Johnson. He's got it. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Watch the ship.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the ship.
Now it's Marino. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check. Crunch.
They go play action now. Marino is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Space to maneuver at the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
We go! 18 Gator. We own them.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check. Break 3. 218. Chop. 5.
On 3rd down, Hodges got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 26.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Watch the screen. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
3rd and 2. Now Hodges. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A run here with Brown. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, a nice spin. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing now, Hodges on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Now Hodges on first down. Campbell making the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. On 1st and 10, it's Hodges letting one go. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll run with a big man, Campbell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they run with Campbell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go. 8 read. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to swear you up.
Hodges. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Campbell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
50, right, 50. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
61, matchbox light. Mike 50. Speed grip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Campbell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back-to-back running plays putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Smooth.
Mike 5. D. Mike 5. Here we go.
3rd and long. It's Hodges. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Go.
Running right, here's Brown. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, high 7. Hey, lock it. Hard.
Check. Watch twin.
Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hodges here on 2nd down. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Jets.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go.
On 1st down, here's Hodges. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 57.
On 2nd and 9, Marino. Going to throw right side here, complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check 15. Check 15. There. Switch. Hey, orbit. Snap.
They'll throw on 1st down with Marino. And the catch made by Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Hey, dude.
At the 44-yard line.
57's Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Pick it up.
Go out. Check 52. Kill. Get ready.
Marino will look to throw on 1st. Complete. It's Johnson. 15 yards for the Lions there at a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
There we go again with Marino. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
57.
Rock it.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey, Alpha.
Check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Marino going to throw deep. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Now for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hodges looking to throw. Completes it to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Joker, 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 Joker. He's coming.
Hey, Sam off.
He's coming, double up.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hit it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Campbell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch it, come here.
Protein spill. Buzz.
Looking to throw on 1st down with Hodges. This one caught by Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Hodges now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
That's what I do. 57 Mike. Mike 57.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Watch it.
SOS. Check safety.
Hey, exit.
6 guys. Check 6.
Ready?
Throwing here, Marino. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Jennings. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Marino. He gets this one to Johnson. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's Marino. Now Marino coughs it up. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And an alley to run. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now it's Hodges. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, high 7. Go.
2nd and 10 now. Hodges going for the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You can't block me. Like five. I got you. Punt. Like five. Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And the Lions are going to win this game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Lions, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.